12th class, 4th chapter, magnetic effect of current, and 3rd video. It is about discussion of a charged particle entering a magnetic field making an angle other than 0, 180 or 90. Ready? Theta other than 0, 180 or 90. Because I told you for 0 and 180 it will not experience any force, it will follow the same track. For 90 it will follow the circular track. Now what happens with any other angles? What happens with any other angles? Just like this. Say this is a region of magnetic field and a charged particle is entering with a velocity v making an angle theta with the field. It's not 0, 180 or 90. Ready? The result is it will follow a helical path. It will follow a helical path. What is a helical path? Just like this. How can you make a helical path? In a helical path there is both circular motion and horizontal motion. In a circular motion there is only circular motion happening at the same plane. While here the circular motion changes its plane, that's it. The plane changes during circular motion, that is what a helical motion is. And how can you study that? This velocity you can resolve it into two components. One is v cos theta and the other is v sin theta. One is v cos theta and the other is v sin theta. So the velocity which is perpendicular to the field is v sin theta. And the velocity which is along the direction of the field is v cos theta. And I told you the magnetic Lorentz force will be providing the centripetal force. Actually, do you know what is centripetal force? Centripetal force is mv perpendicular square by r. Why? Because in uniform circular motion, centripetal force, or in circular motion, when we take the centripetal force, it is mv square by r, where v stands for tangential velocity. V stands for tangential velocity. Here tangential velocity is v perpendicular, which is v sin theta only. And Fc is provided by qvb sin theta, isn't it? So how can you write it? So we can write like mv sin theta the whole square, because v perpendicular is v sin theta. mv square by r equal to qvb sin theta. Here v sin theta will be cancelled. There you are getting r is equal to mv sin theta by qb. So if a charged particle is entering a magnetic field making an angle other than 0, 90 or 180, it will follow a helical path. It will follow a helical path, and the radius of that helical path is given by mv sin theta by qb. Now time period as such is same, because time period is not depending on radius and velocity that we studied in the previous class. Time period as such is 2 pi m by qb. Now for a helix there is a term known as pitch of the helix, which is the separation between the two whirlings of a helix. Just like suppose starting from here, okay, it moves like this and it moves forward. Got it? So completed one whirl, completed second whirl, completed third whirl, just like that. So if you take from starting from here, see, this is what is happening during one complete circle, and in between it travels certain distance, right? You got it? It's moving forward also. So this much distance it's traveled. And who make it to travel with velocity? V cos theta, isn't it? It's moving forward by v cos theta. So that motion is a horizontal uniform motion. So the pitch of the helix is nothing but x. It is x. It is given by v cos theta into time, and that is equal to v cos theta into 2 pi m by qb. So it will follow a helical path whose radius is mv sin theta by qb, and the pitch of the helix is v cos theta into 2 pi m by qb. That's all.